Hello everyone, I'm Jeff, and today we are reviewing the backwards compatible version of Sonic Adventure 2. I loved this game when I was younger and was very excited to see it come to the Xbox 360 and subsequently the Xbox One. The game originally released on the Sega Dreamcast in June of 2001 and later saw releases on the GameCube in the same year with additional content. The PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 received this version in 2012. With the game becoming backwards compatible on November 30th, the Xbox One is the only way to play this game on a current-gen system. As of December 1st, 2017, the game is missing the Battle DLC present on the Xbox 360 store that includes several of the best features in the game. More on that later. The game is a 3D platform with a similar style to the Dreamcast's Sonic Adventure. The game's main campaign is split between a hero story and a dark story, and completing both of these unlocks a final campaign that contains the game's finale. The game gives you the opportunity to play as 6 characters with 3 distinct playstyles. These playstyles are split between Sonic and Shadow, who run through traditional 3D Sonic-style platforming tracks, Knuckles and Rouge, who explore a large 3D level in a treasure hunt for keys and emerald shards, and Tails and Dr. Eggman, who traverse platforming levels with shooting segments with their walking mechs. There is also one poorly implemented racing section for Tails or Rouge in each campaign. There are special character-specific power-ups that can be found scattered throughout the game's levels that allow access to previously unreachable areas and reward replaying older levels. You are awarded emblems for completing levels and objectives, and can find animals and power crystals that you can use for leveling up your Chow. The game has an additional feature and an endgame in raising Chow, small baby-like creatures that exist in their own area of the world. You can reach the Chow Garden by collecting a special Chow key in each level or accessing it from the game's level select screen. Once you've leveled up your Chow, you can race them for medals. You can have multiple Chow, name them, breed them, send them to school, feed them, and more. Raising Chow is a blast and can easily add 40 hours to your game time trying to unlock everything. Performance. Sonic Adventure 2 performs identically to the Xbox 360 version with no slowdown or changes to the control scheme. The game's graphics look slightly sharper on the Xbox One version, but are beginning to show their age when upscaled to display on a 1080p or 4K screen. One downside to viewing the models in this game in these higher resolutions is that you can clearly see where the animations and models break. The game has more clipping and poor animation clearly visible in this version than any other. This, combined with the generally poor voice acting and direction of the cutscenes, caused me to laugh as much as it triggered my nostalgia.
If I tell ya, will you marry me?
No way!
I thought I had you this time.
I found you! Faker!
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
Blows up!
The game shares the same interfaces and menus as the original versions, and except for the missing battle sections, is an identical experience to what existed before.
User experience.
This game plays and displays the same as the Xbox 360 version, which is both a blessing and a curse, because it means all of this game's quirks are also intact. By today's standards, the gameplay is frustrating, inconsistent, and generally rough. The characters often do not control the way you expect or want. The learning curve of this game is steep, only because it takes a long time to determine how you get the game to react to your inputs. The camera and its controls are atrocious in every version, and you will often be forced to make blind jumps or fight to see what you want to see. I've often been able to trap the camera below the track or level, making it impossible to play the game. Combine all of these issues with inconsistent physics and logic, and you have a game that feels incredibly frustrating at times. The game is still fun, and there is still a lot to love here. This is a massive improvement over the first game, Sonic Adventure.
Final verdict.
Though the game runs impeccably on the Xbox One, I still cannot recommend it. The gameplay has aged very poorly, and even though there is still fun to be had with this game, you are probably better off spending your time elsewhere. When I replayed this game, I found myself only willing to suffer through most of the actual campaign in order to get to the chow raising minigame. In my opinion, the chow raising is the best part of this game, but it's also missing a major part. In the Xbox 360 version of this title, the Battle section of the minigame is ripped out and sold as a separate DLC for $4.99 and contains one of the most compelling parts of the chow raising, the karate minigame. As of the time of this video releasing, this DLC cannot be obtained on the Xbox One version of the game, making this the inferior version right now. But if you're looking to play an old Sonic game, or you're looking to get your nostalgia fix for a game you played in your childhood, it still plays faithfully and presents well on the Xbox One. Still though, I feel you have better options for this. Sonic Mania exists and is available for a few bucks more than this title. All in all, if you're looking to play a 3D Sonic game on the Xbox One, this one's probably your best bet. Despite being very rough around the edges, it still presents more of a complete package than other titles available, including the recently released Sonic Forces. Thanks everyone who checked out this video. If you're enjoying this video and want to see more backwards compatible reviews, leave a like and click on the first link at the end of this video. The second links to our most recent co-op LP, the third is a link to our Complete Idiots Play series, and the final is the subscribe button. If you choose to click on any of these, thanks, and thanks again for checking out this channel. I am Jeff, and I hope to see you next time.